Siyabonga ukuthi sikhona ukuba khona sonke la. Thank you very much for us taking our time being here. We left so much important things, but to gather here because there's a necessity for us to be here. We actually came here to cry. Because we've got situation where some of members they are attacked. There was gun shots that were happening. One of our member put only 7 bullets, 7 holes on his on their house. The other one got 5 shots, 5 bullets on his on their house. So now we've got a challenge. We decided to come here to cry in the officers that we've got a situation that is turning to become a fashion, that people they just shoot wherever they feel like they want to shoot also. So we came here to cry to the officers and address or tell them that we've got serious situation, we've got threats that are pile up. So we want them to understand and to know that this situation, it keeps members not happy, it keeps members not free. Members are no longer feeling free, are no longer safe in this regard.
Yeah, so we came here because we wanted to alert the police to know what's happening with the shots that happened last night, and to tell them to also ask them to be more vigilant, because now this thing is getting out of hand. We literally can see that those are our scary tactics to try and intimidate our members. That's why they shot through the windows in all the, I think it said 3 houses, no? Even Clarinet or something.
Even Clarinet as well.
Yeah, and there are painful allegations to say it's mostly some of the security companies that have been paid, and some allegations that say they work with the SAPS to intimidate us, because we had a long meeting yesterday with the SAPS asking us of how we work and how we operate in our raidings. So we're a bit shaken to notice that now after the meetings, now there's people are shot in their houses are shot at. But yeah, unfortunately they say there's no one who's ready to receive us. We have to rearrange and come up with another date where they will receive us, and then we can bring forth those kind of grievances that we have. Currently that's what it is. And then I think in a minute I can also just share passingly that the reason we see most of the shops that are closed is that most of the illegal immigrants, particularly the Pakistan and the Bangladesh, they claim that they have papers. So we call on them to come on the table even before the first march, which happened on the 4th of June. Was it June?
It was June.
To say they must come and prove with those papers. They never did. After the march, they called us on the 30th again to say, come, bring those papers, let's evaluate them. They never came. Now Saturday, because we closed some of the shops and we were more vigilant, we took out the staff outside their groceries. They ran to the police station, as you see, instead of coming to us, because you see that they are running away from something. If we say you are legit, say bring the papers, let's see, then you continue. They fail because that's not true. So literally we can realize that's not true. They don't have papers, and whoever they paid now, they are disappointed because it's not protecting them anymore. So we'll keep rattling and shaking until we find out the truth of what is going on. But those guys, if they can come on the table, we check the documents, and it's against March and March rules to say we should do that. March and March say don't engage. But because now we are faced with the pressure from the police, say come, then give them to the authorities in our local municipality who can verify the documents. Then they will report to us to say, no, they are genuine, they can work. And then we'll take it from there. But unfortunately, still is not happening. Thank you.
So now we'll reschedule and find a date whereby we'll check with them so that we find a date, because now we couldn't find somebody that will talk to whom regarding this matter. So now we think we should reschedule and we'll come back on another day. We will tell you the date.
Okay, so in the meantime, are you going to stop with the March and March activities
No.
until you reach consensus with yourself?
No, I wanted to go to that. We have legitimate legislated through agreements the operations that will happen every Thursday. Unfortunately, we cannot say where, because we can be anywhere in the city. Like you saw last week, we were at Llangash. Those are formal ones which we agreed with on Thursdays. But the challenge here, the gray area, is that if we have to go somewhere on Thursday, who's going to go on the ground to identify places that needs to be visited? That's where we have the challenge, because we cannot just erupt and go to any place on Thursday. There must be soldiers on the ground who say, we saw a building, we saw a house with drugs, we saw stolen goods. And then that's where we are not getting a good, we are not tangoing well with the police. You say, give us that authority or train us to be CPF members, or train more of our members to be CPF, so that they have the authority to go and check and say, police, we are reporting this. They might not raid per se, but they go to a building, they say, we found a number of discrepancies. Police, please come and check this building. We are trying to arrange that with no Council of Telezi. Unfortunately, I must commend him. He's working very well with us and he's assisting us big time, even from the first match. So now we are saying we need to have that kind of protection to say we can go in peace and see where there are problems and then report to the SAPS to come and raid those places. So that's where we are. But shops that are not closed, particularly this Pakistan and the tuck shops, we can't open them. They have to come on the table. They cannot, even if we find that there's legalities with them that are confirmed, they cannot eat this whole cake alone. They cannot trade alone. If they don't find a way of opening some of the shop for people to trade, then they must all close. Thank you.
Sorry, sir. Your comment on the unfortunate deaths this past 2 weeks. We had 3 deaths associated, allegedly linked with foreign national shops. Any comment on that?
Yeah, that is unfortunately one of the sad stories that we came across, because when we close some of these tuck shops, there's some kind of retaliation that comes from this. I don't know how many people know that tuck shops mainly are Bangladesh people, not Pakistan. As much as we always say Shopiama Pakistan, but it's Bangladesh. Pakistan are dealing with the electronics that we see in town, but the tuck shops are Bangladesh people, and then some Somalians and Ethiopians, depending on the color. When you see the yellow and the blue, but figure in our country, so when we close the tuck shop, the communities is failing us, because the communities go and knock in the tuck shop and then they open that small hole where people will continue giving them, so that when we pass, we think it's closed, but they know they have closed, they knock and then they sell to them. So because they are retaliating, they started giving this poisonous food to some of our children. So we are warning people it's dangerous to buy from these guys. And if the community was helping us by not supporting them, this issue wouldn't even be a problem. It could have been solved a long time ago. But they continue buying and we are losing our children. So please, parents, don't give children money if that's what it takes. And the communities help us, especially the landlords. Let these people not operate. And when there's a landlord who's having troubles with people who's refusing to live in their house, call us. We'll come and make sure we identify and report to the police, as we are saying we are working with MMC, so that we prioritize those houses and get rid of these people, so that we protect our children. I don't know if I'm leaving something.
Yeah, to add on that, thank you, Chair. To add on that, to our brothers that are running business such as security, our brothers, we do love you guys and we want to work together with you. As far as SIRA has issued a letter that when you taking care of a company or a business that is not legitimate, we're going to have a problem that you are not running according to the laws. So now, I don't know those who are guarding these people, because they are foreign, by the way, and they came in a not in a correct manner, not in a correct way. So we please and we say to you guys, we want to work with you guys. We are not in fight with you, but we want to work together so that the dignity of a South African should come back to South Africa. The respect should come back to South Africans, because of all the business. They took away everything. They took businesses, they took the economy, they took everything. While we've got a number of people that are not working. So we want to work together in order for us to formalize this thing, to make it go accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you.
The last one from me, I will just pose here. The community is now getting frustrated in terms of not getting things that they used to get, maybe having them and all that. My question is that, do you think the community is ready now to take up this spaza shops industry and move forward? Because as we speak, it's very much frustrated.
Yeah, being ready, I can assure you, Guti, they are ready. The challenge is obviously you can't occupy the space that is occupied. And when we have to come up with systems of making sure they occupy, it takes time. So there must be that gap where they will give us a break, say, okay, let's give them chance to take these people out, and then they come with programs. Because you must remember, most of these people must be funded. There must be systems. We're engaging people who have the muscle and the power, who have the skills and the experience of running tuck shops, to say, but obviously, like even the same with the buildings in town, to say you can't talk any program when they are not vacant. But people are ready more than the site. That's why when you can look around, some are already serving food outside. But we are asking all of them, those who are doing that, please not to exploit our people with exorbitant prices. Please, let's work together and charge people nice. Simko se 40 rand asikho unless usifaka insango space bread.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, just okay, it's fine.
It's fine. Sorry.
Because I wanted to say, Lapa at downtown, some of people they are coming to ask, can they vacate the shops that are there? So to show what people are ready, you understand? If they don't come and don't ask such question, it means they are not ready. But because they are coming, it simply shows with our people, our black people, our South African people, they want to take this business forward. They want to take this matter to success. But there are this and that we need to still deal with them, as my chairperson has said.
And also there are shops that are run by black people in town. Please go and see them. Host them. Let people show we are ready.
So
the old building where there used to be Nedbank, corner Aras and Adlone, there are shops there. Even this side next to the municipality. The more we are on the street trying to shut illegal, we find legitimate shops that belong to South Africans. Saloons, beauty shops, and clothing shops. So people are ready, but the system is frustrating everyone. Let's open them. It's our country. If they have to wait for 30 days or 40 days or 2 months, is fine until we fix our country. Then I'm sure we can occupy those spaces. Even if I can ask guys here, how many think they are ready to run shops? All of them are ready.
Alright, 100 Spartans, sanibingelela nonke ababukeli emakhaya. Lapho sikhona phansi eWitbank eMalahleni. Namhlanje sise Forceman Police Station lapho kugadare khona umphakathi nomholi we-March and March ezinambeni. Izolo babukela emakhaya kuba khona inkinga ukuthi mhlambe kuba khona i-raid eyenziwa yibo abaholi be-March and March eWitbank. Babese bakhona ukucabana between umphakathi uthi abaphume bahambe. Ngoba khona futhi enye ingcosana ethi hayi no akungahanjwa. Kodwa ngangidwele kakhulu bese kwakuba khona izigameko zokuthi mhlambe kuyadubuleka bakhona izinto ezidubulekako. But uMr Abraham Abraham Lukhele uzobese uyasichazela ababukela emakhaya ukuthi ubani abese yasho ukuthi kwenzakaleni indaba abala eForceman Police Station namhlanje. Hamba nami. Sawubona bhuti mkhulu.
Yebo, kunjani futhi?
Siyaphila njani?
Siyaphila futhi.
Sicela uchaza mntaka baba. Ubatshele nje ukuthi kwenzakaleni izolo why nela futhi.
Yes, bafethu sibe nenkinga enkulu uma senza umsebenzi wethu we-March and March. Njoba nazi ukuthi i-March and March ihamba almost everywhere.
Yes.
Siya raider, sivala iy'tolo zabantu bangaphandle ngoba vele abafanelekanga ukuthi babe ney'tolo la ekhaya.
Yes.
Umthetho awukuvumi lokho.
Yes.
So uma sisachubeka senza umsebenzi we-raiding, kwaba khona ingcosana ethi yona lento esiyenzayo abayizwisisi ngoba mabashonelwe bona.
Yes.
Bayacela kibo awu my friend, bese my friend babancede. So lokho akusukona into esemthethweni vele.
Yes.
Ngoba kahle kahle akumelanga sibhadalise umuntu ukuhlala.
Yes.
Uma umuntu afuna ukunikezela uzawunikezela ngendlela afuna ukunikezela ngayo.
Yes.
Yes, akasithengi futhi akasibhadali. So now masiba naleyo nkinga leyo. Kwaba naleyo ngxabano leyo khona kodwa ebusuku kuthe masekulalwa isikhathi sabo around past 10.
Yes.
To 11.
Yes.
Kwaba khona gunshot esibezwayo. Kwaba khona ukudubuleka okukhona emzini, more especially womuntu oyi-leader ye-March and March.
Alright.
So now kwatholakala ukuthi kuna 7 bullets ezitholakalayo lapha endlini ezidutshuliwe. So maye siwumphakathi siyakhala ngenxa yokuthi lesigameko sokudubuleka asicali. So isigameko engathi sithanda ukuyiphinda ngoba kube khona odubulekayo emaplotini. Lapho sithole almost 5 bullets endlini. So kulo sidubuleka kokwenzekalayo futhi manje sithole 7 bullets. Bese kukhona okunye ukudubuleka okukhona okwenzekile eClarnet. So okusilethe la eForceman is because thina sihlale inambeni si reporter la eForceman. So okhona eClarnet sizoya nakhona eCliffontein Sophia sibeke ukukhala kwethu ukuthi sicela ukusindiseka singabantu basekuhlaleni sicela ukuthi sibe safe.
Manje mfoka Lukhele skills malungene emlonyeni ngabe kuzo zonke lesigama ukhona mhlambe umuntu owalimala.
Cha okwamanje ukulimaleka kwabangakhona okudutshula nje izindlu mhlambe lokuthi babhaci basendlini mhlamba sazi kodwa mara umuntu olimele akekho kwamanje.
Ama casualties.
Ama casualties cha asikabanga nawo.
Nayi cha kuhle kakhulu. Mntaka baba sibonga kakhulu uthini kodwa kuwo lo mphakathi wona ongafuna usebenzisana neMarch and March nje kancane mntaka baba.
Ya kithi bafowethu siwumphakathi funa sidizelele sibone labo abangafuni ukusebenzisana nathi ezimatch and match ukuthi sineyinkinga eziningi. Sesinabantu abawu8 already esibaluzile ngenxa yalesimo lesi.
Yes.
Kunabantu abadle upoison, kunabantu abadutshuliwe ngenxa yalezimo lesi.
Yes.
So now if siyabavuna labantu, uma sibavuna singale komthetho.
Yes.
Ngoba kunale kucala elibizwa ngeharborism.
Yes.
Uma ngabe uharboring, uma ngabe uvuna umuntu ongaphandle
Yes.
ongena amaphepha,
Yes.
icala lelo
Icala elikhulu.
elikhulu kabi. So nokuboshwa ungaboshwa. Let's ukuthi thina sibheka leso ukuthi sibantu abakithi asifuni ukuthi sibophisane sisodwa.
Yes.
Silungise kahle isintu lento ilunge ngendlela right, kodwa icala lelo
Yes.
umuntu uyaboshwa ngokugcina umuntu ongaphandle.
I know. Cha sibonga kakhulu isikhathi sakho babulukhele nelanga lakho. Sifisa ukuthi izinto zingahamba ngohlelo ngendlela enifisa ngayo.
Nami ngiyabonga kakhulu bahlali baseMalahleni. Asiqhubekeni sibambisaneni phambili ngematch and match.
Danko. Sawubona bafowethu. Danke bhuti omkhulu.
Yeah.